Welcome, high school sports fans, to another Quincy Access television production of high school sports. Tonight we are at North Quincy's Walter Cap Bryan Gymnasium, where the North Quincy Raiders are going to host the Pembroke Titans. We're going to be having the introductions right now. And there's the fabulous freshman Ola Gormley, number 3. She had 16 against Pembroke the last time. Junior guard Kira Sleeman, the engine that makes everybody go. Bridget Capone, tough defender, is going to have the task of playing one of the top scorers for Pembroke. Ava Bryan, who's been a very pleasant surprise this year as a freshman, 5'10" center. And the captain, Patriot Ledger All-Scholastic last year, Patriot League All-Star last year, Fallon Hoban, averaging 11.5 points a game. It'll be North Quincy basketball to start the first quarter. Ola Gormley will inbound to Kira Sleeman. And here we go. Pembroke comes out in the zone. Ola gets the ball in the paint. They're going to box and one against Fallon Hoban. Sleeman takes the ball to the paint and has a shot blocked by number 21, Kristen Deneen. They're twin sisters. Kristen is a little taller. She plays the post. And Kylie plays on the perimeter. There's a kid that you have to watch. Abby Oberman hits for 3. Sleeman dishing over to Bryan. Nice pass to Ava Bryan, who finishes the layup. So North is down by 1. North and a man, and it looked like a foul on Bryan. No call. Sleeman bringing it up. Yep. They're still in the box. They actually are now in a triangle too. They switched it. Sleeman dribble drives over to Bryan. Bryan with a 2, and she nails it. Ava Bryan with the first hoops for North Quincy High School gives the Red Raiders a 4-2 lead, a 4-3 lead. There's number 22, Lynn Scott. Deanna. There's Gormley on the baseline. She nails a jumper. So North Quincy, falling behind early, now has a 6-3 lead. Hoban gets posted up, and easy 2 for Caitlin Howe. There's Bridget Capone. Over to Hoban. Hoban tries to get it to Ava Bryan, and Capone gets tied up by number 21, Kirsten Deneen. And that'll be Pembroke ball in the alternating possession. North picking up full court. North coming off a big win over Hanover, where they came from 19 points down and won the ball game. (57-51). I don't know what the delay is here. Oh, the shot clock there's an issue with the shot clock. So in order to fix it, they have to hit the basketball against the backboard or the shot clock. It's obviously a loose wire. And it obviously impacts the team going towards that basket. So it will be an issue first half for North Quincy. Second half, it'll be an issue for Pembroke. Both coaches seem to be satisfied, and Pembroke ball. Here's Howe. Howe's a senior. Kaylee Dean up top. Oberman, senior point guard. Lynn Scott, a sophomore. Nice weak side help by Fallon Hoban. Good job of fronting the post by Bridget Capone. And Hoban's going to get called for a foul. I don't know about that one. Oban to inbound the ball for the Titans. And a nice little curl by Oberman. And she gets 2. 7-6 Pembroke. Over to Gormley. Gormley taking Oberman off the dribble. Pulls up at the foul line and nails a jumper. Gormley with 4 points. Ava Bryan with 4 points. Nice steal over there by Gormley. Goes behind her back. Lays it up and in. What a move. Oh my goodness. That's an ESPN highlight reel. And Howe steps over the line and violates. And it'll be North Quincy basketball on the sideline. What a move by Orla Gormley. I wish we had instant replay to see that again. Orla with 6. Pull-up jumper from the baseline. Kira Sleeman with the offensive rebound. Dishes to Bryan. Bryan has a shot blocked. It'll be Titan ball. North pressing full court. There's a release. And it looked like Sleeman had all ball. The official was trailing the play. Not a good angle. And she calls it a block. Nonetheless, Oberman will go to the free throw line for 2. And she makes the first. Ready for the second. And she makes that. Oberman had 5 points in the first game against North. She already has 4 here. Sleeman trying to get the basketball to first Bryan and then Hoban. And the ball gets turned over. And curious call there. Helen Hoban made the steal. And the official calls Deneen for a travel. And asking for a reset of the clock. Oberman holding. Gormley, one way to stop her. Still in a triangle. The ball goes over to Hoban. Foul line jumper by Bryan. She nails it again. 6 points here for Ava Bryan. North with a 3-point lead. Face cut by Oberman. And I think that was a block shot by Hoban. It went off of Oberman. There's the blitz by Pembroke. Kira gets tied up in the corner there, and North Quincy calls a timeout with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Pembroke will change up their defenses. Coming out today in a triangle and 2. Down at Pembroke, they had a box and 1 on Hoban. And they also play man, and they also play some zone. So, tough team to prepare for. well coached. They're in 2-3 right now. They just changed. Sleeman up top. And I think Bridget Capone cut to the hoop. And Sleeman thought she was going to cut out to the sideline. So turnover North Quincy. Oberman with the ball. Over to Deneen. There's Fallon Holman with a steal. And ball gets poked away by Oberman from behind. Very close game, first time between these two teams. North battled back to tie it on a 3 by Ava Bryant with 7 seconds to go, but Haley March at the buzzer hit a long 3 to give Pembroke a 3-point win. That's a travel. You can see it. A little anxious to get the ball into the post. Again, North continuing to put pressure on Pembroke full court. Hoban protecting the deep ball. Open on March. Sleeman on Oberman. And there's Deneen with a long 3. Off defensive rebound by Fallon Hoban. Fallon, nice hesitation move. Now they're on a box and they're back in a triangle and 2. Triangle 2 means they're playing a zone defense with 3 people under the basket, and the other 2 players are man-to-man against the usually the top scorers of the other team. So Hoban and Molly Tolan is just in and takes the 3, misses. Ava Bryant cleans up the offensive rebound, and this Sleeman gets bumped on the way in. I'm sorry, that's Orla Gormley, my bad. Gormley will get 2 here. And that's a rare miss for Orla. Shooting about 80% from the free throw line. And makes the second. 7 points in the quarter for Orla Gormley, 6 points for Bryan. Bryan does a pretty good job of shutting Deneen off baseline. Deneen, a junior. That's Kaylee in the game right now. And coming in for the North Quincy Red Raiders is Alex Abrahamovich, number 10. And Haley March, who was the perpetrator of the 3 down at Pembroke. The only point she scored the whole game. Fallon feigns a charge. Nice block by Gormley. Nice steal by Gormley. And here come the Red Raiders. Well, there was a spin move. It's the ball to Bryan for 3. She was wide left. Good shot for Ava. Deneen. Gormley with the layup, and she's a little too strong with it. The first game, Kylie Deneen had 16 points and a bunch of threes. As a team, Pembroke had 9 threes in that game. They had 10 two-point field goals. Another 3 goes up, and that is Kirsten Deneen. Her first points of the ball game. Makes it a 1-point lead for North Quincy. Tolan over to Hoban. Back out to Tolan. Tolan, a good shooter. Gormley lines up a three and front rims it. I think we have a travel. I think that's Oberman, or is it Howe? That's Caitlin Howe. Call for the travel. So Pembroke had 6 players on the court. Comes Gormley. Skip pass over the top to Abrahamovich. Pull up jumper. A little strong. Ganim pulls down the rebound, gets the ball over to Linscott. Linscott, a sophomore. And just lost control of the ball. 12.9 seconds to go in the quarter. North with a 1-point lead. Trailed early. Looking for a back screen there. Nice read by Gormley. She makes the steal. Count it down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gormley gets in, and it's going to get waved off. So no basket. Saying Orla was on the floor before she gathered. So it'll be Fallon Hoban to inbound the ball. Not much time left. Ball going to be inbounded to Gormley. Right back to Hoban. No one covering her. She lines up a three and nails it. Fallon Hoban with a 3-ball to end the quarter. And North takes a 16-12 lead. No hesitation from Fallon Hoban on that one. Nothing but net. So in the first quarter we had Orla Gormley with 7 points. Fallon Hoban with that 3. And Ava Bryan with 6. Tolan up top, still in the game for Sleeman. Here's Bryan. Over to Abrahamovich. Gets a look in from the foul line. Tolan throws it away. Well, still pressuring the basketball. Nice steal by Bryan. Saves the ball to Gormley. 2 freshmen combining. Nice pass by Gormley, and it rolls out. Tolan had a nice breakaway. Nice find by Orla Gormley. The face cut. Gormley saves a layup there. Oberman to put the ball in bounds for the Titans. There's a screen down for the lob. Hand off to Oberman. They like that play down at Pembroke, and North sniffed it out that time. Tolan in the corner. Bryan. Still a triangle and 2. Bryan wide open at the foul line, as is Abrahamovich. The zone is weak in the middle. Bryan on fire tonight. 4 field goals for Ava Bryan. Eight points in the game. Could have been a foul on Tolan, no call. Gormley gets to the floor for a loose ball. And they're going to say it's Pembroke ball on alternating possessions. Number 33, Caroline Spellman in the game for the Titans. Caroline is a senior. First appearance tonight. Oberman up top. Over to Deneen. Skip pass. Read by Ava Bryan. And there's a 30-second shot clock violation. Pembroke unaware. Time was running down. North with a nice job in that defensive set. Open to Gormley. Bryan to Toland. Over to Bryan, back to Toland. North has to have better more ball movement here. Gormley. Probing. And, a jump ball. It must be on the 5-second call. No, it's not. It can't be because that would be Pembroke ball. But Pembroke does call a timeout. 5:34 to go in the second quarter. North is holding a 18-12 lead. North has won their other 2 home games here at Walter Cap Bryan Gymnasium, beating Plymouth South first game of the year, and then, like I said, upsetting Hanover, who came into the game with 1 loss and knocked them out of first place. Bryan just jabs up to the right, just beating the 30-second clock. Here's Spellman. Up top to Oberman. There's a curl off the high post. Nice defense by Hoban. He's not letting Kirsten Dineen any room. I don't know about that one. It was just a good defense. Caitlin Howe at the line, and she's going to shoot 2. Everything but goes in the rim. Those home rims are nice to have. Howe, shooter second, and misses that one. Same thing, rimmed out. Bryan clears the rebound, gets it over to Toland, in between the circles. Here's Hoban driving baseline, kicks over to Abrahamovich, over to Toland, wide open shot, and again, not a friendly roll for North Quincy. Deanna Linscott back in the game. That gives them a little more size up front. I think they're 5'10" across the forward group. They're checking on possession. And they are. It's going to be Pembroke ball. Former girls soccer player, very good player for North Quincy back in the mid-90s. Was a nice steal by Gormley, and she gets nailed to the floor, no call. But she makes the hoop with the harm. And there's another travel call on 21. Kirsten Dineen. The rule is if you're dribbling the basketball, you can't travel. So I don't know how that was a travel, but it helped North. So we'll take it. Kara Murphy in the game, number 23, sophomore guard. Had a real nice JV year last year. Good shooter, hands the ball very well, and a very good defender. Ball turned over, and here comes wide open Spellman. Someone miscommunication on who they had. Someone's going to call for a blocking foul. I was saying their vice principal down at Pembroke is Kristen Kelly. Kristen Kelly played soccer at North Quincy High School back in the mid-'90s, and she may have played with Ava Bryant's mom. In the game is Bridget Capone. Kristen was from Montclair, up near the golf course, and she was a very tough player, good player. And now she's a vice principal down at Pembroke. Kara Murphy misses the jump shot, and Bridget Capone, all alone underneath, just lays it up and in and says, "Thank you very much." Ava Bryan should have called for a block there. No call. Here's Gormley, left-handed layup, 24-14. North Quincy up 10. 2 quick hoops for the Red Raiders, and 3:20 to go in the quarter. So Gormley's come alive. Bridget Capone got a nice offensive putback and is playing great defense down the other end of the floor on Deneen. As Caroline O'Donnell enters the game, she's going to have Kirsten Deneen. Kirsten, the taller of the two. And look at Capone on the far side. And Caroline Spellman just rolls to the basket and gets fouled. It's too easy. Too easy. It's just too easy. Spellman makes the first. She has 3 points. And she makes the second. Spellman was held scoreless down at Pembroke. Here's Murphy to handle the ball up top. And O'Donnell in the game, another freshman. Hoban on the wing. Murphy up top. For Capone. Nice pass to O'Donnell. Nice looking shot. Offensive rebound by Murphy, puts it up. And North has control of the basketball. Like 14 get called for a hold. Number 14 is Emma Ledger, her first appearance in the game in the second quarter. Kylie Deneen is entering the game. Again, she had 16 points down at Pembroke the first time. And Bridget Capone and Alex Abrahamovich are defending her. Careless handoff. Euro step, and Kara Murphy does a nice job of getting back. Hoban to put the ball in bounds for Pembroke. Over to Deneen. Linscott. Back cut. Nice read by Murphy. She makes the steal. And here comes Kira. Gets the offensive board. Looks over to Capone. She finds her. Gormley up on the wing. Screen by O'Donnell. Trying to find some room. And Murphy with the offensive rebound. And she gets fouled on the acrobatic putback. Nice job by Kara Murphy giving the Red Raiders some very good minutes here in the second quarter. She's going to have 2. And she misses the first. Again, Murphy, a sophomore. Talented basketball player, and also starts on the varsity soccer team. And misses the second. Usually a very good free throw shooter. Nice block by Fallon Hoban. Deneen has about 6 inches on her. Great pass into Ava Bryant. Oh, tough luck. Ava wide open to the hoop. Murphy trying to get around Linscott, and she's going to get called for the foul. I'm sorry, that's Caitlin Howe, not Linscott. Howe missed her first two earlier in the quarter. She has two more, and she makes the first. She has 6 points in the game. Nice job by Murphy, replaced by Kira Sleeman, who's had a nice rest. There's Howe for the second one. She makes them both. 24-18, North Quincy. North was up 10. Sleeman up top. Gets to the foul line. Back out to Gormley. Gormley with a stutter step. Can't pull the trigger. Looks like a foul on one of the Deneen's. Number 11, that's Kylie. She's the shooter. And Hoban will go for the free throw line. It's going to be a 1-and-1. And misses the first. Will not get the second. Nice pressure by North. Yeah. Abby Oberman does a nice job of splitting defenders, taking the ball to the basket and getting fouled. Oberman with 4 points, going to the line to see if she can rack up another couple. Not flashy, but does the job. And has made all the free throws as well. Number 24, Ava McGrath, checks into the game, and she replaces Ava Bryan. McGrath, a freshman. Tremendous potential. Hard worker. And Oberman makes 2. Cuts the Red Raider lead to 4. A little trap of their own. And it looked like Hoban got pushed from behind. And she did. And she's going to go to the free throw line. It's a 1-on-1. And nothing but net for the first one. North up 5. Found a very good free throw shooter. Gets to the line a lot. And nails the second. Puts North up 6. Not much time left here in the quarter. That's how she get tied up. Sleeman with good hands. Deneen out in the corner. McGrath gives no room to number 21, Kirsten Deneen. Another foul on North Quincy. It's going to be Caitlin Howe back to the free throw line. Front end of the 1-on-1, she makes it. And misses the second. Howe has 8 points in the first half. Behind her back is Hoban. Gives the ball to Gormley. Gormley with a pull-up three. Back rims. And the score at the end of the first half is North Quincy 26 and the Pembroke Titans 21. Good first half for the Red Raiders. Gormley led North Quincy with 11 points. Ava Bryan had 8. Fallon Holben had 4. Bridget Capone 2. Same defense. There's a little curl by, and oh goodness, I bet Willa wishes she had that one back. Nice steal by Hoban. Ball over Sleeman. Trying to get out of there. Bryan looking for Gormley. Deflected, and here come the Titans. Sleeman almost gets pinned on the high side. Here comes a curl. They're looking for almost like an elevator screen. It looked like. Holben gets the rebound. Holben's got a bunch of rebounds tonight. Ball being mishandled on the far side. Got to get there's Capone with the ball. She puts the ball on the floor. And again, it's like a quick whistle. I don't know about that one. Here's Sleeman with a jumper. She misses. Pursues the basketball. Gets it to Bryan. Bryan lays it up and misses. Sleeman that's Gormley with the offensive board. North doing a nice job pursuing the basketball. Pull-up jumper is short, and it'll be Pembroke ball. North with some good looks early on here in the third quarter. Good pressure by Bridget Capone. Jump the ball, take that face cut away. Pembroke off is really stagnant. There's a cutter. Nice job by Kira Sleeman bumping her. Trying to post Sleeman up. She's going to get around her. And she makes the steal. That if you watch Sleeman on that sequence, did an awesome job of defending the posts. Ball slips out of the Pembroke player's hand. Is Oberman blocked by Gormley. Picked up by Fallon Holben, and here come the Raiders. Gormley up top. Gets in the lane. Bridget fumbles the ball. She gets fouled on the take to the basket. Nice take to the basket by Bridget Capone. She's going to go for 2. I think if Bridget caught that cleanly, she had an easy hoop. And she's a little short. Bridget was the third leading rebounder for the team last year as a freshman coming off the bench. And he makes the second. So Bridget has 3 points tonight. Spellman back in the game for the Titans. There's a near turnover. I think Sleeman got called for the reach. It's going to be Titan basketball. Oben will put the ball in bounds. Molly Tolan will replace Sleeman. Tolan up top. Within a man. And Hoban just a little bit too late. At least he was thinking of taking the charge. So he rotated from the weak side. But it's going to put Deneen on the foul line. Now in the first game, Kylie Deneen had 16 points. So far tonight she has 0. And she stays at 0. Again, Capone and Abrahamovich, their defense has been outstanding on her.
Sure.
Misses a second. Capone with the rebound. The ball over to Hoban.
Let's get something.
Here comes North. Kira Murphy back in the game.
Come on, be strong with the ball.
And Capone turns it over but gets on the floor for the loose ball. See what the alternating possession is like. Kira Murphy checks back in. Second time in the game. She replaces Fallon Hoban.
Come on, let's go. Pick it up.
Oberman being defended by, there's a switch right there. Tolan picked her up. Here's Deneen. Pretty good job by Gormley defending the post. Abrahamovich back in the game. She replaces Capone. And there's a long three, no good. And here comes Orla Gormley on the gallop. Finds the seam in the zone, puts it up and in. Orla Gormley. That's going to be a travel because Molly Tolan got her hand on the ball on the way through. Here comes the run and jump, I think. Yep. Pembroke coach tapped his head. Nice pass along the baseline by Murphy. Finds Abrahamovich over to Gormley. Gormley finds another seam, misses the layup. She's frustrated with herself. Here comes Spellman. Got it by Murphy. Nice job by Abrahamovich. Nice contest there by Bryan. The shot clock is off, so we're nearing the end of the quarter. North holding on to a 8-point lead. Now they're triangling Ava Bryan. What happens when you score 8 points? Only looking. Murphy misses, and that's the end of the. That's a shot clock violation. Not quite, but it would have been if Pembroke hadn't possessed the ball. Abrahamovich all over Linscott. Fronts her, and she gets the layup. And the foul is going to be on Orla Gormley, I believe, coming from the weak side. So Linscott gets on the board. Ledger back in the game. with a free throw. And misses. Bryant with a rebound. Over to Tolan.
Come on, move the ball.
Murphy up top. Over to Tolan. Turns it over. Here comes Oberman. And Gormley cuts across, gets the ball, and then Oberman went to the ground. I think she hit her head. Didn't look good. Coach is out there right away. And I'll expect the trainer to be there very shortly. And Abby Oberman didn't look good when she stood up. She was a little shaky. I would not expect to see her back in the game. Tolan doing a really good job on Linscott defensively. Here's Deneen with a three, and she nails it. That's her first points of the game, a three-pointer. Cuts the North Quincy lead to 3. Murphy over to Gormley. In the corner to Murphy. Murphy gets stripped. Ball goes to Deneen, and here come the Titans. Here's Deneen. She just hit a 3. Poked away by Tolan. Here's Linscott up top. She's guarded by Abrahamovich. Here's Haley March. Into the post. Abrahamovich clears the boards. And here comes Orla Gormley with a running right-hander off the glass. 31-26. Oh, I got a foul on Alex Abrahamovich. A little too aggressive on Linscott. Low scoring quarter for the Red Raiders. They've only scored 5 points in the quarter. Tolan gets posted up. Nice help by Bryan. There's a jump shot by March. Here comes Orla Gormley. He gets bumped, no call. And Kira Sleem does a nice job of tying up Linscott for the jump ball. But it'll stay tight in possession.
Come on, pick up hard. Get on him, Molly.
Again, Abrahamovich. Linscott cannot beat her dribble drive. Impossible. And there's a foul. There's a foul where no advantage was gained. You know, Alex bumped her a little bit, but didn't impede her progress, and but she whistled for the foul.
Come on, hands up.
There's Linscott. Looks like turned it over a little bit. No call. Tolan with a near steal. And we're going to get a foul called. A lot of whistles in this game. North with the ball. Ledger back in the game for the Titans. March comes out. And Kira Sleeman probing, gets the ball into Bryan, puts up a shot, misses. Hoban there for the steal. Over to Gormley. Counting it down. Pull up 3, front rims, and that's going to end the quarter. So the North Quincy Red Raiders have a 31-26 lead after 3. Only scoring 5 points in that quarter, 4 by Gormley and 1 by Bridget Capone. On the other side, they didn't do much better. They only had 5 points. 3 ball by Kylie Deneen and a layup by Kirsten Deneen. So, fourth quarter right here. Anybody's ball game. Nice cut by Fallon Hoban, deflected out of bounds. North is going to be in difficulty. They have 6 team fouls on them already, and we're just at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So North has to be aggressive, but smart. Abrahamovich over to Bryan, pull-up jumper. Another rebound for Hoban. Hoban running the point. Nice screen by Sleeman. Nice hesitation move. Blocked by Linscott. Jump shot from the corner is no good. 21 can't find the handle. That was Kirsten Deneen. 5-point deficit for the Titans. Gormley goes getting held on the way through on the cut. Gormley on the wing. Hesitation move into the paint. There's Bryan. Throws one up, and she gets fouled. So Ava Bryan is going to go to the free throw line for 2. And makes the first. 9 points for Ava Bryan tonight. That's what she had in the first game, including the big 3 to tie it. Misses the second. So North is now up 6. Abrahamovich on Linscott. Good matchup for Alex. Doing a great job. Linscott cannot get by her. Nice rotation by Hoban. Looking for the charge. Rebound by Alex Abrahamovich over to Hoban. Finds Gormley. And the Titans swarm Ava Gormley when she gets the ball. Sleeman still in the triangle too. There's a jump shot by Kira. And I think there's going to be a foul called up top. North Quincy basketball on the side. Bryan at the top of the circle. Over a handoff to Gormley. Gormley guns a pass into Abrahamovich. Kicks it back out. Gormley kicks it out to Abrahamovich. She gets pushed. I don't think it was a shooting foul. So it'll be North Quincy basketball on the side. Bryan with a jump shot. Hoban just entered the ball right into Ava Bryan, wide open from the elbow. And that, see how they're going to rule this. Maybe get together. I think it was off of the Pembroke player's knee, and it is. It's going to be North Quincy basketball with an 8-point lead. And Coach Lopes is going to take a timeout with 5:29 to go. His team trailing by 8 points. Not where he expected to be at this point in the game. It was a very close game down at Pembroke. And the shot by Haley March at the buzzer just sent the Red Raiders home with a 3-point loss. So North looking for some revenge here. Again, North did a great job in that third quarter holding Pembroke to 5 points. A 3-ball by Deneen and a 2 by her sister, Kristen. Here's the first one. North needs to get on a little run here to open up. Open this thing up. Hoban. Over to Gormley. Gormley penetrates. Kicks out to Bryan. Back to Gormley. Gormley trapped. Gets over to Bryan. Bryan left-handed. Misses. Ties up Howe for the jump ball. And it'll be Titan basketball. And North up 8. One of their largest leads in the game. Linscott just had to push Abrahamovich off of her to get open. That's how effective she's been defending her. The tip by Abrahamovich. And there's a block shot. Not sure who gets credit for that, but there were a couple of Red Raider hands on the ball. Ledger up top. Over to Sophia DeSimone. And Pembroke, the second time tonight, runs out of time with a 30-second clock violation. Pembroke with their own pressure. DeSimone trips up Willa Gormley. Those knee-to-knees can be dangerous. Again, DeSimone's first appearance in the game. She has Gormley, and Gormley just blows by her. Kick out to Bryan. Bryan nails the jumper. Puts North Quincy up 10. Ava Bryan having a night. Nice steal. North Quincy looking to add on this possession. Sleeman over to Bryan. Misses. Offensive rebound by Fallon Hoban. And slides it in. And timeout. Pembroke. 4:07 to go in the game. Pembroke has not scored in the first 4 minutes. And North has increased their lead to 12. It was 5 at halftime. North pressuring the basketball again, as they have all game. Nice tip by Orla Gormley. Steal. Kicks the ball over to Hoban. Hoban in the lane, puts it up, gets fouled, and cannot get it to roll in. But Fallon Hoban will be going to the line for 2. She makes the first. That's 8 points for Fallon Hoban tonight. And misses the second. Sleeman with great pressure. On Ledger, she picks her. Great steal by Kira Sleeman. Here comes Gormley, lays it up and in. Another acrobatic shot by Orla Gormley. And North continues to increase their lead. Nice defense by Bridget Capone, back in the game. Really nice when you have 2 players with the defensive skill of Capone and Abrahamovich. You can flip-flop them, alternate them, sometimes play them together. But they make the other opponent work for whatever they get. There's Capone looking for Hoban, throws it behind her, and here comes the Titans. North up 15. Again, Pembroke has not scored yet in the quarter, and they turn it over. Nice pressure by Kira Sleeman.
Hey, girls.
Again, Pembroke had 9 3-pointers against North the first time around. And I think they've only had 3 tonight. Sleeman looked at one, passed it up. Nice back cut by Hoban. Sleeman taking her person one-on-one, loses the handle. And here comes the Titans. Nice block by Orla Gormley. Wow. I think she has 4 blocks tonight, block shots. There's the elevator again. March throws it up. Bryan tips it over to Capone. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. I think that was on Caitlin Howe. And Orla will go to the free throw line for a 1-on-1. Nothing but net. Swish. Another one true. 19 points for Orla. Near steal by Capone. Another near steal by Orla Gormley. And there's a pick from behind by Fallon Hoban. North pursuing the basketball tonight. Being very aggressive. Now they're going to slow things down here. They have time and score on their side. Here's Gormley. Looking for Hoban on a backdoor cut. Just missing connections. Sleeman gets her hand on the ball and said, referee said, no, you had your hand on her back. So it'll be think that's Haley March. Yeah, it's Haley March going to the free throw line for a 1-on-1. And there's another timeout. March misses the free throw. It's Gormley with a nice hesitation move. Puts up off the glass and gets fouled. And she's going to go to the free throw line again. All 3 for 4 from the line tonight. Has 19 points.
Come on, guys, you can go in.
Waiting for substitutes to get in the game.
Girls, get in. Come on, girls, get in. Get in the game.
Ledger in the game for Pembroke. And it'll be Orla Gormley. Shooting 2. Makes the first.
Come on, girls, get in the game.
44-27. North Quincy up 17 points on the visitors. Make that 18. It's 21 points for Orla Gormley. And she's going to come out, as is Ava Bryan. In the game is number 14, Taylor Kernan, Mary Beth Smith, number 13, and number 21, Jillian Janig. Also, Ruby Ahern has the ball. Over to Janig. Out to Kernan. Long 3. Just misses. Back rim, front rim, back rim, and out. Three-pointer misses. They're going to have to shoot threes to get back in this thing. Nice dribble drive to the basket. Ahern with the rebound. Molly Nelson with the ball over to Smith. Smith with a long 3. She nails it. Molly, Mary Beth Smith with a 3-ball to end the game with North Quincy up 48-27, and that's the way it finishes. So to recap, it was Orla Gormley leading all scorers with 21 points. Ava Bryan with 13, career high, and Fallon Holman with 8. And she had 8 rebounds as well as 7 steals. Gormley also chipped in with 6 steals. Holman had 4 block shots. Gormley had 3 block shots. Just an all-around effort by all of them. Kira Sleeman had 3 assists. And Alex Abrahamovich, great defense with Capone on Deneen. So North Quincy held the Pembroke Titans to 1 point in the second half, in this last quarter, 6 points in the half to pull away, which was a close game at halftime, 31-26. So North wins the game by 21 points with a total team effort here and a little revenge factor. So final score here at Walter Cap Bryant Gymnasium, North Quincy Red Raiders 48, Pembroke Titans 27. Hope you enjoyed the game, and I hope you tune in again.